My wife Selena. She is breathtakingly beautiful. Seriously, even the celebrity list would look ordinary. Stand next to her. Angelic beauty. It must have been created specifically for her. You might be wondering why she isn't an actress. That's because she wouldn't stoop to do it. She comes from one of the wealthiest families in America. Old money family. With billions of dollars in assets. With global influence. She's been under a lot of pressure lately. Because I want to divorce her. At first, many people tried to persuade me to give up. Bro, you can't even call it a living concession. It's like eating delicious mush. Safe nutrition. Gentle on the stomach. Easy to digest. Isn't this a dream? Then I told them why. They all looked at me with pity, patted my shoulders sympathetically, and climbed up. When my wife, Selena Dubois, 23 years old, the pillar of the Dubois family, her grandfather is seriously ill. Apparently, he didn't have time. His biggest worry, that was his favorite granddaughter. Never had a boyfriend. If he could see her get married, he will be able to die peacefully. Selena has never dated anyone in her life. There were even rumors that she was a lesbian. She is known as the Ice Queen. Don't let her be cold to everyone, including her own parents. Cheating you. She is extremely filial to her grandfather. Always pamper her. While the other little girls still clung their parents, she has started attending business meetings, attending high society events with her family. So, growing in it, she has become a business elite. Decisive. Always calculate how to maximize profits. The same goes for marriage. She actually organized a citywide casting call, choosing her husband. In her opinion, emotions are not important. You just pick the best option. My roommate insisted on taking me along. I told him I already have a girlfriend. He said that's why I had to go with him. Otherwise, a handsome guy like me, he must be crazy. Take me to the husband audition. Steal his thunder. In fact, it's not just my height and appearance. What I am really proud of is my IQ of 148. I hadn't graduated from university yet. I'm already discussing research topics, participating in an experiment with my professor. Oh my God, the cast and the phone line are packed. I found several top pop idols among the young heartthrobs. Some are sturdy, others are more delicate. I glanced at the inconspicuous roommate next to me. Are you sure? You want to humiliate yourself? He just shrugged. How would I know if I don't try? What if she likes my type? I just like your shamelessness. I mean your never give up attitude. I rolled my eyes at him. Then go straight to the high-end buffet restaurant. Look at my high IQ at work. Eat expensive seafood. I usually can't afford it. Then, check to see if there are any free gifts or gift bags available. Better not to go home empty-handed. I don't care about the actual choice. People here, or he is one in a million who comes from a prominent family. Or talented, good-looking. My roommate's family conditions are pretty good. Barely entry-level. He didn't check any other boxes. His chances of being selected, slimmer than being hit. Being struck by lightning while walking down the street. When I'm full, end of first round. The host announced. The Dubois have been watching from above. Initial layoffs have been completed. Anyone who doesn't look up to par will be fired. As expected, my roommate was eliminated. When I was about to leave with him, some security guards stopped me. Sorry, sir, you have been selected. You can't leave until the second round results come out. I'm speechless, pointing at his face in disbelief. Yes, sir. A bodyguard in a black suit and sunglasses said. Respect. I looked at my roommate. His face turned a little greener. Then he swallowed a bunch. Well, you get it. Maybe you should go back first. I tried to comfort him. I'd probably just take one more plate. Explaining this to my girlfriend Sarah. I was just with you. I'm sure I'll be eliminated in the next round. After all, I've been hanging out in Kuwait for the past few years. So, those who enter the next round are arranged. In a 5-star hotel. They took our phones. In the next few days. Just eat and sleep. Repeat. Life is actually pretty good. Day 5. We were taken to a huge villa. Or maybe estate is more suitable to describe. I noticed there were fewer people. Only about 20 people left. It turns out that I will advance again. Apparently, we were stuck in the hotel. The Dubois family thoroughly vetted everyone. All the playboys with messy private lives. And anyone, there are other blemishes on their record. Eliminated. I couldn't believe that an ordinary, somehow a poor college student like me, reached the finals. The next step is to live there for a month. So they can observe our daily habits. Anyone can perform for a day or two. But more than a month, some questions inevitably arise. If you're not careful, my lifestyle is very disciplined. Actually, first of all, because I am a student. Second, because I was broke. Smoking, drinking, and clubbing. I don't have enough money to support these habits. So I usually spend my time studying. Exercise. Taking care of my roommate and girlfriend. In addition to reading and exercising this month, I keep my room and common areas clean most of the time. This is a pretty fulfilling daily life. 1 month later, I was escorted to a car and taken to City Hall. Selena Dubois is waiting there. She grabbed my arm and started pulling me in. There is no strangeness to her. I stammered, "What happened?" Completely at a loss. "Congratulations. You have been selected. We are registering our marriage now." Selena spoke without a trace of emotion. She dragged me forward firmly. "Are you kidding me? I have a girlfriend. I was just here with my friends." "You made a mistake." I stumbled. "Pull my arm out." She handed me a smartphone. "You don't have a girlfriend anymore. You don't need any friends from now on. You can also give up those research projects in school. Future. Stay at home and be a good and responsible husband." I opened the video on the phone she gave me. It's Sarah. My girlfriend is standing next to a famous male singer. "Ethan, let's break up. I'm with him now." She pointed at the pop star and said, "Ms. Dubois also gave me a lot of money. She promised to help me start my career." Then she and the pop star hug each other and began to make out passionately. I glared at Selena. "What are you glaring at? Am I not? I must admit, I'm 1,000 times better than her. Her presence is awe-inspiring." "Threaten me. Go get your marriage certificate." "Everyone, I envy the luxurious life I'm about to enter. But to me, it feels more like being in a cage." After getting the marriage certificate, when her grandfather was still conscious, we had a grand wedding. On our wedding night, I found out that she has a serious fear of China. First, she disinfected my whole body, then have a steam session. At last, she scrubbed me carefully with a brush, from head to foot, before she let me near her. Also, if my hand touches something, I can't touch her anymore. Throughout the intimate act, that hand must be raised high. Stay away from her body. At first, I was interested in her perfect body and an angelic face. But after she got so busy, I totally lost interest. The next day, she invited a gourmet chef, a French restaurant. There is also one in Italian. Teach me to cook. There is no honeymoon after the wedding. I can ignore that. But I, genius with an IQ of 148, you want me to learn how to cook as soon as possible. I have mastered the art of cooking. Then there is landscape design and maintenance, hairstyling and makeup artistry, winemaking and wine-serving skills, management and maintenance of high-fashion wardrobe, full-body massage therapy, pet care and training, advanced driving and auto mechanics. Then there is Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing. Is she going to give it to all the domestic staff? Permanent vacation for bodyguards and butlers. Now I am here. One time Selena took me to a cocktail party. I met a world MMA champion there. I really want to go up and fight him. At that moment, I felt terribly powerful. Marriage life in the past 5 years, from waking up to making breakfast. Night work until midnight. I have to clean up the battlefield afterwards. She hates a messy bed. We had 2 sons when we were in 2nd and 4th grade. They're not even a month old. They were taken to the family's main estate and raised. I only see them during holidays. When they see me, they looked at me like I was a stranger. They are less familiar than the nanny. One day, she said to me with her usual indifferent expression, "Haven't you always wanted to work in this company? Head of urban planning. I'm coming to the office today. Consult. You will be responsible for receiving her." I've seen this head. She is talking about a woman with a bodyguard figure, 6 feet tall, with a ferocious face. That was at another party. She drank some wine. As soon as she saw me, she hugged me tightly. At that time, I haven't started practicing those martial arts yet. I'm at a disadvantage for now. She took quite a few liberties. Selena was standing there, watching all this. It's like I'm a complete stranger. Today, she wants me to play with her. Well, now maybe I can settle the score. Sensing the anger in my eyes, Selena added, "You absolutely must make sure she is well taken care of. If she decides to divide the land next to our real estate project, things that can increase the value of your property." This is just what she said. With this, she drove me to the fanciest restaurant in town. Then, ignoring female officials, when she saw me, her eyes lit up. Selena just said she had other things to do. Left without looking back. But I'm no longer a lamb to be slaughtered. This woman is actually very straightforward. I put my arm around her shoulders and called her sister. "Haven't seen you for a long time. I miss you madly. Tonight, if none of us were under the table, we are not real friends." She blinked, then burst into laughter. "Others may not, but if it's about drinking, I'll ask you to call him again. Now if you say that, I can't back down." That's all. We each drank a bottle of whiskey. and 2 bottles of red wine. We both ended up hiding under the table. The next morning when I woke up at home, the first person I saw was Selena. Her face was clouded. What happened to you yesterday? How did you get the department head drunk? When they pull you out from under the table, you both cried and swear that you are brothers for life. I rubbed my eyes and looked at her seriously. If I hadn't gotten her drunk, do you know what she would do? Or more precisely, you know what she wants to do? That's why you sent me. Right, Selena? Usually so confidently turned his head. Can't meet my eyes. What can this woman do to you? What do you have to lose as a man? If I don't care, what are you nervous about? You stay at home all day doing nothing. If you have no use for this, what do I need you to do? This is the first time. I never heard a trace of guilt in her voice. I shook my head, smiled, and said, yes, miss, Du Bois doesn't care. So what do I have to be nervous about? I get up at 6 a.m. every day and work until midnight. Is this your definition of doing nothing? Maybe it's because I've never said a bad word to her before. She glared at me defiantly. You are working as a maid, nanny, and bodyguard at home. Didn't you see how much money I gave you? How many gifts and luxury cars did I buy for you? You gave me all your money, but don't let me buy anything. Those fancy cars, but you won't let me out. What's the difference between giving it to me and not giving it to me? Okay. I know I'm too good for you. You forgot your place in this family. Today you stay at home and reflect on yourself. If you think the money in your account, the same goes for the cars in the garage, whether you have access to them. So we cut them all off. After saying that, she rushed out. Watch her leave. I thought about my life over the past 5 years. For outsiders, I am the enviable son-in-law of the Du Bois family. But only I know what kind of life I actually live. Just for my research project during college can give me a vibrant and fulfilling life. Now I'm like a dog in a cage. I not only have to look after the house, but also do my job well. Every day, but I must continue to please my master. Make her happy. I've been thinking about it all day, and I still can't understand it. Why am I so tired? All these efforts, I am the only one touched. In the eyes of others, this is exactly what I should do. From today, I've done the hard work from dawn till midnight, running around like crazy to please others. Over the years, I managed to save a little. I bought a regular car and started leaving home earlier, and come home very late. I either drink with friends, I haven't seen it in years, or go fishing or playing ball. Every day when I come home, Selena should be asleep. Her schedule is well organized. She is a very strong woman with self-discipline. I don't want to disturb her, so I started sleeping in a separate room. Once I accept something, my whole demeanor changed. I'm no longer the one who's always in a hurry, jogging almost everywhere, because there's never enough time. Now, I became more cheerful and outgoing. The smile I lost is back on my face. I contacted my old professor, tell them I want to come back, and continue to collaborate with them on research projects. They were very excited and readily agreed. Understand my abilities. After about a month of this comfortable new routine, one night I came home late. Selena is still sitting on the sofa. Usually she falls asleep at this time. Even the housekeepers have retired. I saw her and said, no stops on the way to the room. Haven't you lost your temper yet? You go out early and come back late every day. Do you think this house is a hotel? Do you still consider me your wife? Her chest rose and fell violently as she spoke. It seemed as though she had suffered a terrible injustice. I ignored her and opened the door. Then he went straight into my room. As I expected, Selena didn't follow me or ask this question. For someone as proud as her, speaking first is already a huge concession. The next few days are extremely busy. In university lab, so I started living in a campus dorm. I didn't go home on the first night. I was awakened. The next morning my phone rang. I answered groggily. Selena. Although her tone was calm, I can hear her heavy breathing. You are indeed becoming more and more bold. Do not you? Now you dare to stay out all night? Is there something important you're calling about? I'm really busy now. I don't have time for pointless arguments. How dare you talk to me when you have no breasts? Seriously, what's wrong with you? I hung up the phone. So what if the Du Bois family is related? Everywhere. I was at a top research university. Many of the lab's projects are funded by the federal government. Key initiatives. So now, I'm not worried about what she might do. Once I wake up, I can't fall asleep again. I finished washing up and went downstairs. Plan to have breakfast before going to the lab. I'll go downstairs. I saw Selena waiting there. I pretended not to see her. Lower your head and try to slip out the other side. I hadn't taken a few steps when I saw Selena. Grab my wrist. Out all night. Now you pretend you didn't see me. Leo Maxwell, you are really brave. Do you think, just because you don't spend my money hiding in the university, I can't do anything to you? I know her too well. If she said this, she must have some plan. I don't want to irritate her. It does me no good. I'm very busy these days. The project is at a critical stage, so I haven't gone home yet. I need to stay here longer. Do you need anything? Yes, it's urgent. Come with me. Don't give me a chance to refuse. She dragged me into her car. Half an hour later, we arrived at her company's headquarters. It turns out her company took a hit via network attack from foreign hackers. All their computers are broken. Her own technical team couldn't handle. This is not my area of expertise, so I immediately called for support. Our university. It is a center for top talents from all over the country. A phone call. A senior laboratory colleague quickly arrived with a team. A few hours later, problem solved. Selena paid them handsomely and gave them generous gifts. I helped her with a similar situation before. Several times before. Just as I was about to leave with my lab partner, Selena called me. She invited me to have lunch with her. I asked my lab colleagues if I could join, but he just smiled at me and politely declined. We went to a very fancy restaurant. Selena. She didn't even glance at the menu the waiter handed her. She gave the order expertly. It looks like she often comes here to eat today. She is still so elegant and beautiful, even in such a high-end place. The diners around her all cast their eyes towards her. The food was delivered quickly. She looked at me and asked, "How does it taste?" "Not bad. Pretty much the same as I did," I answered casually, after taking a bite. "To be honest, it's not as good as mine. When you leave, I eat here all the time. I've gotten used to your cooking over the years. I've tried many places, but they don't taste as good as yours. This is the closest." Her voice was unusually gentle. I didn't respond, just kept eating the food in front of me. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm very hungry. Seeing my lack of reaction, she put down her chopsticks and wiped her mouth. Barely touched her food. "I tell you, you'd better give up as soon as possible. My patience is limited." "Ms. Du Bois," I said, "what am I doing? I did you a big favor. Buy me lunch means giving up before I win. Your generosity is not overwhelming." "Is that you?" "It wasn't like this before. This is my second time talking back." She was very angry and stuttered. "I can survive without spending your money or use your stuff. But can't you just let me live like a normal person? I don't want to live like before." She is a smart woman. I don't need to explain. But she still rejected me. She has no expression on her face. No. The Du Bois family has its own rules. If people find out you've been out all night and working outside, what will happen to our family's reputation? She stood up and gave me a cool, indifferent look. "I'll give you 3 days. Arrange everything and go home." Otherwise, she wouldn't have finished. But this is definitely not a good thing for my body or mental health. I watched her leave. I didn't take her words to heart. I don't get scared easily. I stayed in the university for the next few days. What can she do? I really don't believe she dared to break in and drag me out. After lunch, I went to buy some daily necessities, take it back to the dormitory, because I rarely have time to go out. 3 days passed in a flash. I am fully focused on my laboratory work. I didn't give her ultimatum a second thought. One day at lunch, the senior lab partner who helped me at Selena's company rushed into my office, looking flustered. "Leo, I need a big favor. My niece just called me, said she was injured while playing at a construction site. I can't leave now. Do you think you can?" We have a good relationship, so I agreed without thinking too much. He gave me a place. I entered my GPS. As I got closer, something felt wrong. It's an abandoned building complex. There are dilapidated buildings all around. Their doors and windows deprived of everything of value. What would a little girl do? She's playing here by herself. This is not right. I need to get out of here. I made up my mind to turn around and leave. Suddenly, a dozen strong men surrounded me, slowly approaching. "Mr. Maxwell, Ms. Du Bois requests your presence. Hurry up. You guys have been arguing for days. Enough. You can't not go home." The speaker on the right is Vic, the Bull Bronson, Selena's security chief. He is like a mountain, built like a brick outhouse, thick neck, and a face full of fierce muscles. "All right," I said. "Tell her I'll be home tonight. Tell her to go home for dinner. I'll pick some dishes she likes. Haven't seen her for a few days. I actually miss her a little bit." Huh. I tried to laugh it off, but the serious faces around me showed no one buys it. "Mr. Maxwell, we all know you're smart, but you can't treat us all as fools. Or you can go with us, or we'll take you there." He nodded his head to show his agreement. He motioned for the others to move forward. These bodyguards are like Selena, no patience at all. I took off my coat, relaxed my arms and legs, and took a fighting stance. It looks like Sir Maxwell wants to fight us. All right, kids, let's play with him. Miss Du Bois says, don't hurt him too badly. Enter the boys. At Bronson's orders, the others moved in. All these martial arts, I understand, this isn't just for show. It's so easy to take down these security guards. A cry of pain resounded through the sky. Bronson, his face was swollen from my beating, looked more and more angry. He hurriedly called. When he hung up, Selena had a new confidence in his eyes. All right, kids, Miss Du Bois has new orders. As long as we don't kill him. The most important thing is to bring him back. He just finished speaking. Everyone drew a telescopic baton from his waist. It became more difficult. Every time I punch or kick, several batons hit my limbs. After several exchanges, I could barely move. Stop, I'll go back with you. Caution is part of courage. Yes, I didn't expect that scumbag Bronson was so angry at my counterattack. They are used to exerting pressure in the name of Du Bois. When did you dream about them being beaten? Ms. Du Bois said he needed to learn a lesson. The boys. Don't stop. Keep hitting him. In the end, they broke my arms and dragged me back. When I got home, Selena was not present. Bronson must have briefed her. The moment I walked through the door, the Du Bois family's personal medical team was already waiting. My injury was treated quickly. My arm is in a cast. Their advice, rest quietly at home for 3 months, avoid strenuous activities. Then they assigned a young nurse to take care of me. When Selena came home that evening, she saw me lying in bed. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but I think I saw a flash of pain on her face. It disappeared in the blink of an eye. I think I was wrong. I warned you, but you didn't listen. When they came to take you back, you refused. If you don't learn your lesson, you will never show. With this, she handed the thermal container she was hugging to the young nurse. This is a nutritious meal. I ordered a meal for you from that hotel. It is best to eat light food when you are injured. You can feed him. The young nurse took it, opened it, and started feeding me spoonfuls. I am now completely disappointed in Selena. I looked at her like she was a stranger. The priority now is to restore. So I didn't make a fuss and ate everything. Selena was watching me, but I didn't even look at her. Seeing my indifference, she didn't say anything to irritate me. Just tell the young nurse to take good care of me. The young nurse who stayed behind was named Olivia Green. She has just been hired by the Du Bois family this year. She is tall, but has a very innocent face. This face reminds me of every man has his first love. Once the anesthetic wears off, my arm hurts. But seeing her innocent face and sweet smile, I feel the pain is lessening a bit. Olivia is an excellent caregiver. She is not only beautiful, but she has a beautiful voice too. Plus her youthful vigor, she exudes a special energy. Because I can't move my hands, she gave me a sponge bath, fed me, and helps me do things that I can't do otherwise. I found that we had a lot to talk about. I always make her laugh. It's a dangerous game. Compare people. Someone takes good care of you, chatting with you endlessly every day. Another, you meet her every need day after day. She looks at you like you owe her $1 million. This comparison hurts me. My wife of 6 years doesn't really care about me or understand me. Younger nurse. Now every day when Selena comes home, she will bring me a small gift. Small, but still valuable. I just pretended not to see them. I don't want to say a word to her. One afternoon, I just woke up from my nap. I feel like someone is massaging my shoulders. I naturally thought it was Olivia. Olivia, what would you like to eat tonight? My right hand is recovering well. Because my grandpa is back in the kitchen, I will cook for you. After a while, no response. Massage increases stress on shoulders. Why don't you speak? Olivia has a problem? How about this? Take a break. I'll get something delicious. Then I'll take you to the aquarium this afternoon. So what? After that, I swung my legs to the edge of the bed. When I see who is really by my side, I was so scared that I almost lost my balance. I try to stabilize myself naturally. What do you do at home at noon? Even to my own ears, my voice was shaking. The person who gave me the massage was my wife, Selena. Her face is serious. There seemed to be something sparkling in her eyes. Maybe not tears. I only saw her cry once. At her beloved grandfather's funeral. What did I do to you, Olivia? Olivia, you called her name so lovingly. Selena's face was dark. It looks like it's dripping. She clenched her fist. Looks like someone is about to have a very bad day. Now that it has come to this, I think I'd better give it my all. My arms were broken by my wife's men. No one cares, no one asks. She's the only one who cares about me. What's wrong with me being nice to her? Then I looked her straight in the eye and said, seriously, Selena, I'm really tired of this life. Let's get divorced. Hearing this, Selena's mind went blank, as if struck by lightning. It's not that she can't live without me, but she was just shocked. I was the one who initiated the divorce. After a long silence, she finally spoke. You want to divorce me for a little nurse? She has something I don't have. Selena finally broke down. She yelled at me. She is always proud and strong. Always demand not to lose to anyone. Crushed. Today her husband wants to divorce her because she is a nurse. This was the biggest blow to her. I walked towards her slowly. Since the unspoken words have been spoken, I think it's best to confess everything. Do you really think I want to divorce you because of Olivia Green? We've been married for so many years. Have you ever really treated me like a husband? After marriage someone, participate in major national scientific research projects. A man with an IQ of 148 learned dozens of skills for you. From cooking to hairstyling. I've been around you for years. When did you care about me? When will you give me a kind look? I caught a cold standing in the rain for you. You are disgusted and afraid that I will infect you. So you kept me isolated for more than a month. Because of your cleanliness, every time we are intimate, I have to disinfect myself, then scrub yourself with a brush. If my hand touches anything else, it can't touch you. Every time it is in some embarrassing situation. Do you know how embarrassing this is? For the benefit of the company, would you like to introduce me to that executive? What do you take me for? 6 years of marriage. I don't feel any warmth in this home. I'm just in a bad mood and want to go out to clear my head. You sent someone to break my arms with a baton. I am scared, Selena. I'm really scared. I'm afraid one day, if I make you unhappy, you'll get rid of me. No matter how much our marriage is worth, please let me go. My words are sincere. My attitude is very humble. I just hope she'll be soft-hearted and let me go. It's not like that, dear. I just don't understand. I think if I leave you at home, you don't have to work to eat well and live well. This is better than your current life. Outside of me, I thought you would appreciate it. Selena suddenly burst into tears and hugged me. When she tried to explain, her tone was unusually gentle. I smiled bitterly. Why do you think someone was involved in the high-level country studies will be happy just because they have food and drink? We have more than a dozen major national projects every year. I can eat or drink whatever I want. I stopped working after I got married. Yes, but I got up at 6 o'clock, busy from morning till midnight every day. This is much more tiring than my actual job. The money and card you gave me, I go out almost every year. Credit card in your room, I didn't touch a penny. The car may be rusting in the garage. I got nothing. Only scars left. What is this for? I finally had a chance to talk. All the resentment I've been holding on to for years. Even though the tears are streaming down my face, I feel much more relaxed. Maybe you heard me say this. She finally realized how much I'd given. I got very little in return. This caused a huge change in her usual understanding. She hugged me tightly and kept apologizing. I could even feel her whole body trembling. That's how she was the day her grandfather died. When she cried in my arms, I gently pushed her hand away. Wipe away your tears and look at her coldly. If you really feel sorry for me, then let me leave. I really don't want to spend another minute in this house. With this, I tentatively began to walk towards the door. She just stood there, covering my face with my hands and crying. No action was taken to stop me. I went back to the room and took only a bank card. This is all my own money. Enough for the rest of my life. And left the Du Bois home. No need to take any other medications. The first thing I did was explain the situation to the university. They agreed that I could come back once I recovered from my injury. Then I found a hotel to rest. At the hotel around noon on the third day, someone knocks on my door. I thought I ordered takeout. When I opened it, I was stunned by the scene before me. The corridor outside my room. A dozen men in wheelchairs lined up. Their arms and legs were broken. Vic Bronson in the front. When he saw me open the door, he slid out of the wheelchair and fell at my feet. Except for his broken limbs, there is no part of him that is intact. Mr. Maxwell. Boss. Dad. You are my real dad. I know I was wrong. I was punished. Please forgive me. Okay. Otherwise I'm dead. He kept making a servile sound when he spoke. Okay. I forgive you all. You can go now. I know who is behind this. I don't want to pursue it further. I just don't want anything to do with her anymore. The next day, I brushed my teeth in the bathroom. When someone knocked on the door again, this time, I checked the peephole and saw that it was the hotel staff. Before opening, a waitress, a man who looked like a manager came in. They are very friendly. Mr. Maxwell, you booked a room for 6 months. Due to hotel renovation, unfortunately, we have to move you to another room. I am an easygoing person. Just change rooms. What's the big deal? So when the waiter packed my things, I happily went to the new room with him. On the top floor. This is the room you're moving me to? Isn't this the presidential suite? I have traveled with expense accounts before. I've seen a thing or two. I've lived in a room like this. That's right, Mr. Maxwell. This is all our hotel's fault for causing you such trouble. This is our sincere expression. Seeing him tell such an obvious lie with a straight face, I almost laughed out loud. It's obvious who's behind this. Again, better stay. As long as I don't have to see her. It didn't matter where I lived then. Every day, the staff will push the cart for 3 meals a day, hold up the silver platter, and put an array. There are expensive dishes on the table in front of me. Might as well eat it. It's free. I won't let pride make me suffer. I regret it. The credit card Selena gave me was not accepted. When I left her house, I never checked my balance. But this is definitely an astronomical figure. She was very generous to me in her own way. Day 3. Some people dressed as doctors came. 2 of them look familiar. They are from the Du Bois family private medical team. After a thorough inspection of me, they concluded that I was recovering well. Healthy, no other problems. I can't overwork myself. Basic daily activities are fine. When they leave, I quietly pulled one of them aside and asked why Olivia Green wasn't here. He just smiled awkwardly and didn't answer. Day 4. Selena came in person. I opened the door and let her in. She regained her usual calmness. A CEO with a goddess-like demeanor. Impeccably dressed. And according to the makeup I did for her before. But she looked a little uncomfortable. Quite haggard. After entering the room, she didn't speak. Just walked to the center and scanned the surrounding environment. Then he frowned slightly. Seems dissatisfied with something. I'll send someone over tomorrow. Add some entertainment facilities in the room. What games do you like? When she speaks, she hugged me from behind. Rest your chin on my shoulder, whispering in my ear, her breath warm. I'm struggling a bit, but my arms still don't have enough strength to break free. Have you ever considered divorce? I don't want anything but my salary card. As I said, I could clearly feel her body tense up. Even my breathing quickened. It seems you haven't calmed down these days. Honey, I won't divorce you. I came to town to have a good talk with you. About my side. From her account, I learned that Selena Du Bois, although she seemed to outsiders to be a noble and beloved heiress, she also has secrets hidden. Selena's parents both came from wealthy families. Their marriage is a strategic alliance between dynasties. Lack of real emotions. Her mother lives with her ex, her white moonlight boyfriend. Her father was even more prolific, with a series of different women. So before you marry me, Selena, I have always been very resistant to the idea of getting married. That's why she never had a boyfriend. Despite her privileged background, except her grandfather, she never felt loved by anyone. Her parents have their own lives. And family, they can't stand each other. So she, firstborn daughter, her parents doted on her less than their own children. Illegitimate children. Therefore, from childhood, she feels she can't rely on anyone. Only money, power, and her career. It's something she'll never forget. So, she always sees everyone as a means to an end. If she is nice to someone, because she can use them. If someone treats her well, because they can use her. Even though she married me, she still believes this approach is correct. Emotions only slowed down her wealth accumulation. But people, after all, have feelings. They are not cold, hard stones. Especially in the past few years I have been with her. My careful care made her unconsciously feel the warmth of home. Embrace. No matter how late she comes home, there's always someone there. A bowl of soup. The lights are still on. Wait for her. When she is upset about work, someone is holding her. Guide her and support her. When she is happy, someone shares her happiness. Celebrate with her and go crazy with her. When you have this kind of family warmth, you don't think this is anything special. But once you lose it, this feeling becomes more obvious. Coming home exhausted after a busy day, the servants won't prepare anything special for her. They just ask her what she needs after a hard day. She won't wait for them to make her a bowl of soup, starting from scratch. When work is troublesome, lying alone in bed, she felt even more helpless. I usually have a high IQ. I can always come up with a good solution for her. When she is happy, she can only go to the balcony to watch the moon. Her grandfather passed away. Her parents are not around. She couldn't hold a servant accurately and started singing and dancing. Can she? Her cold personality doesn't allow this to happen. So when I'm not here, No day goes by when she doesn't consider my merits. It's human nature. The more you miss someone, the more all their positive traits are amplified. Honey, now I think about how good you are every day. I even feel like I can't live without you. Selena says, looking at me with sincere eyes. I know she's telling the truth. Her proud nature won't allow her to lie, just to please someone. But after listening to her words, not only was I not moved, I still looked at her with cold eyes. Selena, in my memory, there is no warmth or any touch. In these 6 years of marriage, the most touching thing is that you gave me a son. I remember how small he was. Very soft to hold. This is my first time being a father. I can't kiss him enough. But just 1 month after he turned, your father took him to the family estate. He said he was too busy with work and had no time to take care of the children. He can't let him pick up my bad habits. Honestly, the only feeling I have after leaving you is relief. I won't go back. I beg you to let me go. I have given my heart to her sincerely over the years. If it's just because of her money, if I were like her servant, just work for pay, she won't feel any warmth. The light in Selena's eyes gradually dimmed as I continued to speak, ended with a bitter smile. I have always believed in money and power. It is the highest goal pursued by people. Before I came here today, I still think, if I give you enough compensation, you'll come back to me, back to the way it was. But dear, I won't divorce you. I'll use this to win you back for the rest of our lives. She left crying. From that day on, Selena, she never threatened me again. When I returned to the university lab, she even donated $20 million worth of equipment and funding. She set up a small kitchen specifically for our lab. A chef comes every day, cooks special meals for us. Besides, she comes to see us every few days. I joke with everyone that I'm still young. Need care. I can feel that she is different from before. She's no longer cold to everyone and be able to chat with people happily. But I don't want to go back to that life because my heart has fallen in love with another woman. Olivia Green. She took good care of me when I was injured, gradually warming my completely cold heart. So now, whenever I see Selena, I will file for divorce. She said nothing, just quietly took out the food she brought and put it on the table, or put on the clothes she bought for me. I throw all the food in the trash. Clothes and gifts are placed directly on the floor. Every time, I would make her so angry that she would run away crying. Maybe because I haven't seen Olivia Green in a long time. Recently after work, I found myself unconsciously drove to her apartment building. Olivia happened to be outside. Looks like she's waiting for someone. I quickly checked my appearance in the rearview mirror, get off the car, and walk towards her. Suddenly, a figure rushed over from beside me and pounced on her. I rubbed my eyes, found a handsome young man. Hug her tightly. I can clearly hear the sweet whispers. They whispered something, but they didn't realize it at all. Near me, I walked back to my car frustrated, then lie on the steering wheel. Try to control your emotions. What's wrong with expressing your love? But I found out that she already has a boyfriend. The sudden sound from inside the car startled me. I looked in the passenger seat, where Selena once appeared. I was speechless for a moment. I didn't say anything. Then he slumped over the steering wheel. Why did you fall in love with her? She has something I don't have. Selena's voice suddenly rose, full of anger and accusations. Maybe it's because I think she's too good to me. It's been a long time. Because I think someone is nice to me. Now think back. I realized this might be professional standards for private nurses. The car was silent. All I could hear was the breathing of both of us. Suddenly, a pair of soft hands pulled me into a warm embrace. She kept stroking my back, comforting me. This is all my fault. You gave me all the tenderness, and all you got was my indifference and alienation. But they hurt you that time. This is definitely not my order. I just told them to bring you back. Later when he asked for instructions, I'm just saying if he doesn't listen, tie you up and bring you back. I didn't really ask them to break your arm. I looked at Selena, who was crying uncontrollably. My expression was cold. Why do they dare to treat me like this? Is it because they think I'm insignificant? In your heart. Even though they hurt me, they just need to explain when they come back. I pushed her away and broke free from her embrace. Selena, let's get a divorce. I swear I'll never go back to that house for the rest of my life. If you have any feelings for me, let me go. I beg you. She turned away. She hid her expression and just threw a, if you want a divorce, then step over my dead body. Then she left. I was in a trance for the next few days. The lab manager noticed that I wasn't myself and gave me a few days off. After sleeping in the hotel for a few days, I'm finally feeling better. I decided to buy some ingredients to make a delicious home-cooked dinner. I planned to treat myself that night. After I finished shopping and opened the car door, I got hit on the back of my head. When I woke up, I found myself on the roof of an abandoned building. It turned out to be Vic Bronson and his gang. Selena had shot the men after they broke my limbs. They kidnapped me. I must have been beaten badly. When I lost consciousness, I'm in pain, but I'm not tied up. I can still move freely. Fortunately, they didn't notice I was awake. I continued to pretend to be unconscious, partly to find opportunities, partly to recover a little. I'm still dizzy. I have to force myself to keep a clear mind as much as possible. Hey, Ms. Du Bois, how are you? Haha, thank you. These days I don't look like a person anymore, nor do I look like a ghost anymore. Hey, don't hang up so quickly. Of course I have something to do. My life has been stressful, because you broke my arms and legs. I wonder if Ms. Du Bois could provide some. I certainly won't ask you for free. I have something to trade. Your husband is in my hands now. I have sent you the photo, don't worry. As long as you give me money, I won't do anything to him. 100 million in cash. You have to come alone. If you call the police or bring anyone, waiting to pick up your husband's body. Bronson hung up the phone. Less than an hour, Selena arrives by car. She came to the roof alone. Bronson, you are so brave. Kidnapping someone close to me. Do you know what the consequences will be? I closed my eyes so I couldn't see her expression, but I could hear the anger in her voice. It is shaking. Haha, I can barely afford to eat. Do I care about the consequences? Who made us like this? I have followed you for so many years and have always been loyal. Wasn't it an accident that I broke his arm? You are merciless and want to destroy our loyal. I told you to bring him back and not to hurt him. But you, a villain, were so cruel to my husband. I let you live. I have shown you mercy. This time I asked my husband to go with me. I can let the past be the past. The money you want is in the car. You can go down and drive it away. I'll have someone pick me up in half an hour. Hee. One lewd laugh, and we'll take the money. We will take you, angelic Ms. Du Bois. If you can do us brothers a good service today, maybe I'll even leave both of you intact. Get her, boy. You dare me. I won't let you get away with it. I will let go of me. Get your dirty hands off me. I can't listen anymore. I opened my eyes and looked around. Pick up a telescopic baton from the ground. Hit Bronson's bald head hard. His skin cracked immediately. He fell down with a grunt. The remaining lackeys will either be kicked out, leave the building, or a head injury in a fight. Anyway, each time the result is worse than the last. After I killed them, I was terrified. I took Selena into my arms and comforted her gently. When she calmed down a little, I carried her to the car and drove back. The police arrived at the scene quickly. After settling her down, I went to the police station to give a statement. When I saw Selena again at home, she has fully recovered. Even cooked a lot of dishes. Honey, hand wash. It's time for dinner. I looked at her blankly. When did you learn to cook? You haven't been here for a few months. I also learned how to cook. Hairstyling, makeup. Now, can I take care of you? She looked at me expectantly. I didn't answer her. How could you go there alone just now? Those are wild animals, a desperate mob. Have you ever thought about the consequences? Before I spoke, she put a big shrimp, my favorite dish, and whispered, I didn't think about the consequences of leaving. But I know. I can't bear the consequences of not going. I really can't lose you again. You are the only one in this world who can make me feel warm these days. Without you, I return to that cold world. Darling, please don't leave me. I really can't live without you. I hugged her back. Tears flowed down my cheeks unconsciously. That night, when we went to bed, she said she wanted to have another child with me. My hand instinctively reaches for the disinfectant, but she grabbed it and threw it in the trash. That night, I understand how freeing it is to let go. Although my life was not happy before, from now on, Selena and I will live happily together forever.